Today's day, students of all ages are experiencing a mental health crisis. In fact, the numbers are staggering. We will get into those in just a minute.
Between their class load, preparing for college, trade school, or work, and these days facing the constant pressures on social media, it's a lot of stress. So what are signs parents should be looking for, and how can they help?
News Center Maine's Samantha York has some answers for us.
We all remember them, the first day of school jitters. Where's my locker? Where are my classes? Who will sit with me at lunch? You get the picture. Each day, students of all ages are learning who they want to be, who they don't want to be, and how to process the world around them.
There's a lot that they're taking in.
Dana Anderson is the executive director of Valo Maine, a nonprofit with a mission to nurture young people with a sense of belonging, connection, and tools. She says the focus now, more than ever, is to get students talking about mental health.
Let's create a space where it's cool or normal to tell our story, to bravely open up and recognize we're not only doing it for ourselves, but it's a gift to someone else when we dare open up to them and when we inspire them to do the same.
Research from the CDC shows the number of adolescents reporting poor mental health is increasing. In 2021, more than 42% of students felt persistently sad or hopeless, and more than 22% of students seriously considered attempting suicide. Let that sink in.
When I think about this mental health crisis and the causes, I think of the pandemic's isolation, I think of social media and the addiction to phone, I think of the climate crisis and all the other news that they're bombarded with that previous generations, because of not having phones, have not had to deal with.
I typically talk about focusing on 4 categories: moods, thoughts, behaviors, and appearance.
Libby Wright with NAMI Maine says to be on the lookout for the warning signs if you suspect your child is struggling with their mental health. Pay attention to things like poor hygiene and changes in friends groups, their mood or appearance. Look for things that change in their routine.
When, as a parent, is it okay to say, okay, this doesn't seem typical anymore. I need to get my child help right now?
It can be difficult. I think having those ongoing conversations and saying, hey, how are you? Those check-ins and that young person knowing that they can go to you and talk to you is crucial in this. We know our children best, and you get that gut feeling when you know something is off.
Wright and Anderson would agree the greatest tool we have to combat this growing trend is one another. But we have to be willing to have the tough conversations, and more importantly, listen.
So we asked young people, how are you learning about mental health? How do you want to learn about it? And who are the trusted adults in your lives? And quite a few of them from very different schools would say that they felt the adults in their life weren't comfortable having these conversations. And that they felt when they would bring things up about their mental health, maybe they were having an anxious day or they were feeling depressed, that immediately it felt like they needed to go to the mental health counselor or somebody that was more equipped to handle that conversation. And so that was kind of heartbreaking because we all play a piece in the prevention puzzle.
I think it's a little bit of just changing the way we talk with each other and the way we open up and see each other. And so then we have fewer spaces where kids say like, oh, I can't tell anyone, I won't tell anyone this. All any of us really want is a sense of belonging. We want to be seen.
Samantha York with that. The experts we spoke with all emphasize the importance of connecting with our children, no matter their age, through conversation.
They say if you start talking now, even if it's just some small talk, when the big stuff does happen, there's a greater chance your child will feel safe opening up to you. We have more resources and information for you right now in the News Center Maine app.